our subtopic was injuries, but the pro side was health versus injuries. So the three of us that are here are me, Diane, and Ruben. We're all doing health, and Matthew and Owen are doing injuries. So first we're going to share our claims. The health benefits of sports outweigh the potential risk of injury because it helps kids stay healthy and active. There are plenty of ways to avoid risk, and people are making sports safer every day.
I, Kids should play a competitive sport because it's good for your health, teaches player sportsmanship, and is good for social benefits. Kids should play a competitive sport because it's good for your education too. Competitive sports make your body nice and fit.
Oh, I'm speaking for Adriana because she's not here. Competitive sport has injuries, but you can prevent injuries. It is good for you, for you health, and you can live longer.
While there are many chances of injury, there are some advantages. One advantage is it keeps you healthy physically and mentally. Second advantage is it keeps you in good condition. Yes, you can get injured, but there are less chances of getting injured rather than enjoying the sport.
Competitive sports should not be played by the kids of age of 4 to 17 because during those years, tons of kids still haven't reached the capability to play completely safe without any severe injuries.
A lot of kids get injured or die from playing competitive sports. I am against playing competitive sports because a lot of kids under the age of 14 are getting hurt. I know that death from a injury is rare. The leading cause of death from a sports-related injury is brain injury.
So the first pro reason is the health benefits of sports. Did you know today about 1 in 3 American kids or teens is overweight? This is very frightening and terrible to be obese or overweight at such a young age because it affects your long-term health on a very bad way. An easy way to stay off in a healthy track is to play competitive sports. When you play competitive sports, you're getting plenty of exercise that will help prevent you from becoming overweight or obese. And also, you are eating much healthier foods.
According to the article Sports, the benefits of competitive sport athletics sport participation in today's sport climate, participating in competitive youth sport burns calories and helps to prevent obesity. Millions of American children and teenagers are overweight. Playing a competitive sport is good because it helps your health and it keeps your body nice and fit. Being healthy is good to make your body nice and fit because it's good to not be overweight.
Oh, I'm speaking for Adriana. In the article, Ben Franklin, Life for Fit, it says, at 66, Ben Franklin had lived a long life. In the 1700s, the average American only lived 70 years and had no understanding between the connection of exercise and good health. Ben Franklin believed exercise to be the greatest importance to prevent disease. Over his lifetime, he developed some new and interesting ideas about keeping fit. The proof that if you are active, you will be healthier, plus you will live longer.
No matter of age, children should play competitive sports for many reasons. When playing competitive sports, you're healthier physically. When you're physically healthy, you're better looking, more physical, which means you can do certain things / stuff that other people can't do, and you may live longer than some people that don't treat their body well or like they should.
Con reason 1, fear of losing.
Kids should be able to play competitive sports because of their fear of losing the rights to play them. In the article, When It Hurts to Play, Help Yourself Guide to Sports Injuries, it states every year nearly 100,000 athletes under the age of 18 are hospitalized for sports injuries. And what the studies can't count are all the young athletes who don't wind up in the emergency room or hospital, but who are hurting all the same. This piece of evidence from the article connects to my claim because the data in it tells that many athletes from 17 under are in pain from severe injuries. Some of them are hospitalized, but others hide away their injuries.
Every year, more than 1 million kids get injured in the Texas, and more than 3.5 million children age 14 or younger are annually playing sports or participating in recreational activity. This is from article. This is from article listening to wisdom from a 10 years old son about head injury.
Pro reason 2, there are ways to prevent injuries. it's hard to ignore the fact that injuries is a part of playing sports. For example, I'm actually hurt right now from playing sports because I did something to my foot. So it's hard, everybody gets hurt playing sports. It's just part of playing. Despite this fact, there are many ways to avoid injuries. Importantly, strength training can help to reduce the risk of injuries short term by protecting bone and joints. Strength training is a very easy way to avoid risk. Most teams make strength training a main priority so their players can be stronger and play better, also so that their players can prevent injuries. Having a different mindset is another way athletes can avoid injury.
In the article, When It Hurts to Play, a Help Yourself Guide to Sports Injuries, it says, learn about the special demands a sport makes on your body. Swimmers, for instance, need to work on developing strong, flexible shoulders, rotators, muscle condition to hold up under the stress of lap after lap of swimming. Ask coaches or other specialists for many to improve your biomechanics, the way you pitch a baseball, run a mile, hold a racket, and so on. Good technique can help prevent injuries. You can prevent injuries by having a good technique.
I'm speaking for Adriana again. In the article, One Sport a Year, Too Much of a Good Thing, it said, so what should kids do to avoid getting injured or burned out? Doctors recommend that athletes take 1 to 2 days off from competitive sports every week. They also recommend that athletes take 2 to 3 months off their main sport during the year. You should tell your doctor how you can prevent injuries. For example, most practices only happen 1 to 2 to 3 times a week, and then they have tournaments or games every other weekend. So most teams already do that, and usually over the summer there's a 3 to 2 month break between till the winter season starts again.
Some people may say when playing competitive sport is dangerous. You can get hurt, injured, concussions, which goes along with injury. I completely disagree with these opinions. Playing a competitive sport is dangerous and you can get injured. But can't you get injured doing anything? You can get injured doing anything, working because of what your job is, running, and even walking. So what I'm saying is you can get injured doing anything, and getting injured is not as bad as it seems, unless of course it's something serious.
Con reason 2, competitive sports affects kids' educational life.
Kids should not be able to play competitive sports because competitive sports affects kids' educational life. In the article published by Jill McGowan, it states kids who play more than one sports get more balanced workout, but they can overdo it too. Another piece of evidence in the article, Teen Athletes in Overdrive Find Bodies Can't Keep Up, by Jason Gonzalez, it states overcommitment doesn't always mean success though. These connect to the claim because one sport itself can be very tiring, but what if you had 3 or more sports and you have them all scheduled on the same day? You'd hardly have enough time or energy at the end of the day to work on your more educational things like studying and doing homework.
I think competitive sports are too risky because it affects kids' education when they get a head injury. And the text says these injuries, stress fractures, ruptured ligaments, and growth plate injuries can be serious, and many can cause lifelong problems.
Pro reason 3, there are ways sports are becoming safer. For example, in this photo, this guy is tackling from the waist down. As you can see, his hands are on his hips. In addition to injuries, the overall safety of sports is being addressed. The highest rate of injury occurs in sports that involve contact and collisions. Because of this, contact sports are making new rules to make sports safer, such as in football, you're only allowed to tackle from the waist down. Also, you're not allowed to tackle from your head. Those are like some of these. I don't know if everybody is doing that. And these are 2 of the many reasons how people are making sports safer every day.
In the article, When It Hurts to Play, Help Yourself Guide to Sports Injuries, it says, try to avoid sudden bursts of intense training or activity. A gradual progression is best. You have to work out, but not too long.
I'm ready for Adriana. In the article, Seeds of Innovation Bringing to the Game-Changing Helmet Market, it says, we pay special attention to the helmet retention and stability on the athlete's head. with the design of 360, says Chris K, Senior Product Manager. Hard goods for Riddle, in one of those ear-cutting moments, we made modifications in the linear system that helped prove the overall fit of the helmet. This advanced player protection and is designed to keep a properly fit helmet on the athlete's head so they can stay in the game. That shows that the company in good hard for Riddle, the people are designing the helmet to prevent injuries, so it's more comfortable and safer for the player.
Did you know that 45 million children play competitive sports? Only 3.5 million children get hurt playing sports annually. Most of the injuries that go into the 3.5 million injuries are small injuries like ankle sprains that are easy to get over. If you put things into perspective, 3.5 is very small compared to 45 million. So people in the sports world must be doing something to make sports a lot safer.
Con reason 3, injuries.
Kids are being pushed by adults and kids who play competitive sports. It's in the article, Achy Breaky Parts, playing too many sports can be dangerous to teens' health by Jordan Smith. It states, I do believe it is worse than it was 10 years ago. Kids are being pushed to play numerous teams, play more than one sport at a time, and never give their bodies a rest. This piece of evidence supports my claim because it tells us how kids are being pushed into playing many sports when they don't want to. Kids should be able to make their own decisions of what they want to do in their lives.
I think that injuries occur because parents and kids push kids too hard. My first evidence says they are playing too many sports too often and experiencing overdose injuries, including knee problems, stress fractures, tendinitis, growth plate injuries, and damage on their elbow joints. This is also called Little League elbow.
Thank you. That's all.